Let's go to Paul. He's a Liverpool fan. All right, Paul.
All right, Paul.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
All right, P-Dog.
I'm all right, Paul. You?
What did you just say?
P-Dog.
P-Dog? What's that mean?
P-Dog.
I've got a dog.
His name's Paul, right?
Yeah. Hello, mate. It's good. Yeah, good show. Well, how are you doing, guys?
I'm all right, P-Dog.
We did all right. We did all right. But do you know what I'm going to say? Is
Let me guess. Can I have 3 guesses?
Well, you know, because the producer told you. But I will tell you up front, so we get to the chase. Yeah, Harry Kane. Let's get rid of him.
What?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? He was awful, and he is awful, and he nearly ruined it for us in Euros. But Watkins wasn't brilliant, scored a good goal, but we don't need him anymore, do we? Do we need him anymore?
Yes, we do.
Honestly, Paul.
Come on, mate.
Thomas Tuchel. Do you know who's our next England manager, right?
Yeah, I do.
Right, okay, who did Harry Kane play under last season?
Well, he played for him.
Yeah. How many goals did he get?
He's got worse. Do you know what? No. All I'll say is that you were brilliant, right? But how good are you this year? And what will you be like next year and the year after? And basically the same with Kane. He's done. He's done, mate.
He's not done. It's a ridiculous statement, Kate.
Well, look. A lot of people might have this argument with you, Jace, because
no. That's true, Jason. You were brilliant, but you're no good no more, and it happens. He's done. He's done. He can't press. He can't press. He can't press. He can't push. Ollie Watkins gave us the first goal. I don't even like Ollie Watkins particularly. I don't like Aston Villa particularly. But what I do like is like good players for England. I love England. I've been home and away. I go home and away. And frankly, Harry, love him, brilliant. But he scored he scored loads of goals against ordinary teams. And he was rubbish in the Euros. Come on.
No, I'm not going to come on at all, Paul. It's a ridiculous statement. If Thomas Tuchel could hear this, right, he does listen to the Sports Bar. He'll be laughing at you.
He's with me.
Put him on.
He popped round.
Yeah.
No, he lives in Norfolk. No,
Paul, come on, mate. Harry Kane scored 44 goals last season for Bayern Munich. 44 goals with Thomas Tuchel. With Thomas Tuchel.
Bayern Munich. Come on, that doesn't matter. You know it doesn't matter.
No, he's not that stupid.
Scoring 44 goals don't matter, does it?
Tuchel's not that stupid. He's not going to do that. Look, who knows what can happen between now?
Listen, look, Paul. I know you're adamant about it, but there is an argument to say that when Ollie Watkins plays, we have a bit more. We have a bit more about us in terms of being able to press, being able to play high, being able to get after teams. Yeah. You know, he does look a bit leggy, Kane. And Bellingham ain't that quick either. Oh, be quiet. I'm trying to talk here.
Sorry, it's your show, but it's my lounge. So, no, we're better. We're better without him. Of course he's brilliant. Harry Kane, brilliant. Even the year in 2020 when he didn't score a goal, and then he went the next year and went to score 16, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, stats. However, Ollie Watkins scares the life out of him. He'd scare the life out of anyone. He's brilliant.
Look,
And
I'm not right now. He can't do that now. Between now and the World Cup, there's just over 18 months till the World Cup starts, okay? There is absolutely no way Thomas Tuchel is not going to have him part of that squad moving forward. By the time the World Cup comes around, we might find that Harry Kane will be 30, coming up to 33.
42, I think he'll be.
Coming up to 33 when the World Cup starts.
Yeah, I know.
So we might see a change, but right now, can you imagine? It's just not happening, mate. It's just not happening. You don't know what's. You don't. Look, we think we know.
Okay, but here's a question for you.
Go on, mate.
David Beckham, right?
Okay.
Legend, right? Mm-hmm. Did he play too many? Did he play longer than he should have for England?
Yes. I agree with that.
Yeah, sure he did.
Probably about 15 caps more than he should have got. Something like that.
Of course, you've.
Yeah. Do you think that might happen with Harry Kane?
It might happen with Harry Kane, but I think the conversation to have that now, before a World Cup qualifier starts, is not the time to have it. I think in a year's time, we will look at Harry Kane. If Harry Kane's numbers are what they are...
If a new manager comes in, and he is building a team to win the World Cup, is Harry Kane going to start for England in the World Cup?
Kane is,
The only thing I want to say is, like, Lee Dixon, he's a bit of a donut. And your first caller there, P-Dog, you got to be careful how you say that, by the way. But yeah, P-Dog, he said, you know, right at the start, you know, Lee Dixon said that Kane should be starting, right? And I'm thinking, why? Because Lee Carsley likes to play a pressing system. Kane doesn't press. So why would you start him?
Mm. Well, what we're going to see, whatever Lee Carsley
Kane will
does...
start against Ireland.
Yeah, whatever Lee Carsley does on Sunday is going to have no resemblance of what Thomas Tuchel does. Thomas Tuchel will have his own ideas, have his own tactics, have his own way of playing. There's a lot of players in this squad that if he gets a tune out of them, we could go close again. We'll go very close. And that's his job. And if it means that Kane's involved, I don't see right now how anyone with the record that Kane has had in the last 18 months since he left Spurs can say anything other than the boy still scores goals. But if Tuchel's got an idea about it, wants to play the game, we will see a slightly different change.
He does. Kane still scores goals, but I mean, like Lee Dixon goes, he said Kane needs runners, and there's plenty of runners in the team. But he's looking at the wrong way, because it's not about what Kane needs, it's about what Carsley wants and what Kane can bring to that.
Yeah, but there's no point in having that conversation about Carsley.
Who cares about Carsley?
Yeah.
Like, he's just going for the next few games. It's what Thomas Tuchel wants.
Yeah, fair enough. But I look at Kane and Ronaldo. I think they're both, Cristiano Ronaldo, I think they're both in a similar predicament where they still score plenty of goals for their teams, but their teams are suffering a result because their teams don't win anything. I mean, last season, you said, Jamie, he scored 44 goals for Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich had their worst season in 11 seasons.
So, hold on, he scored 44? What more?
Yeah, just Mark. What
do you want him to do?
He's got 54.
But what do you want him to do?
Okay, tell you what.
Bayern Munich have a bad season. Is it because of Harry Kane? He scored 44 goals.
Well, okay, put it this way. What's more important, one player's glory or the team's glory?
Let me ask you this, right? I'm going to exaggerate a point to prove a point, right? Let's say Harry Kane scored 104 goals for Bayern Munich and they still didn't win anything, right? 104 goals he scored, still didn't win anything. Yeah. Is it his fault?
Well, it depends on what the baseline is.
No, he scored 104.
But, I mean, if that team was winning before...
He scored 104 goals.
Jason...
In one season.
I know. Look, you're obviously exaggerating a point, my man.
I know.
But what I'm saying, if Bayern Munich were winning trophies, and then someone comes in and scores 204 goals, but Bayern Munich don't win anything... Yeah. Then I'm thinking, well, I'm looking at you thinking, well, since you've joined, you banged in all the goals.
You've doubled it to 204 goals, and you're still blaming him.
Honestly, come on, mate. Come on, GJ, come on. It ain't Harry Kane's fault that Bayern Munich didn't win anything.
Oh, so... why didn't they win anything? Why didn't they win anything last season?
Well, because of the manager and the players.
They come up against an absolute...
They come up against a team that nearly went unbeaten.
Freak of nature in German football.
No. You guys are wrong because...
We're not wrong. They didn't lose a game.
They finished third.
They didn't lose a game.
Listen, I get Leverkusen. I totally get it. Leverkusen smashed it out the park last season. Totally. But forget them. They finished third.
And that's Kane's fault. And that's Kane's fault.
Sorry?
And that's Kane's fault.
Well, would they have finished... They didn't finish behind Stuttgart the seasons before when Kane was there. And listen, as you guys know, I'm a Spurs fan. I love Kane. And I was one of the few people who wanted Kane to go because I was thinking, mate, don't waste your time with us. We're going to win nothing.
So is it Kane's fault Spurs didn't win anything?
Sorry?
Was it Kane's fault Spurs didn't win anything?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, put it this way. Put it this way. What did... name me a good performance Kane did in a final.
Okay, he probably needs to be better in finals, but he was playing for Tottenham. He's coming up against better teams in finals.
Yeah, but he's our talisman. Jamie, he's our talisman.
Listen, I hear you. For England, he's let us down in big moments. I get that. But you can't get away from the fact that he's also scored big moments to get us to them moments.
But, I mean, in the big moments when you're playing the big teams, I look at Kane.
Who's a better finisher, Harry Kane or Ollie Watkins?
It's not just about finishing.
No. Answer the question. Who's a better finisher?
I would say Harry Kane, yeah.
Okay, well, this is what Tuchel's going to look at, and he's going to try and get...
It's not just about finishing, though. It is all-round game.
No, it is, you're right.
And, you know, there is that argument.
I hear the argument, because Ollie Watkins does give you something there. He gives you pace, legs, stretches, defence. Get all of that.
Okay.
But if you're Thomas Tuchel, right...
Okay, if the World Cup was on Sunday, right, who are you starting up for?
Kane.
Okay.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.